Gonna quickly check these snares and then not sure if I got any. Doesn't look like we really have any replacement snares here. Then we'll dump this bait out quick. Looks like 2 coyotes here right off the start. These have looks like the Seneca spring on this one. Nice clean kill. You can see that there. And not much disturbance here at all. You can see he didn't hardly chew any branches right by the set. So it'll be easy to put a new one in. Not sure what happened here. I don't know if this one had a spring on it or not. Oh, it did, yeah. Looks like there's shoulder mites or something on this guy. Take him home and thaw him out and brush it out and see if it's worth skinning. Again, he didn't destroy this area too bad, so that'll be pretty quick to reset. That sucks. I try to have springs on most of my snares here, but I am also going through some of my older stock. So there's a few snares out here that still have no spring on them. And a lot of those snares have been out here for probably 3 or 4 years now. So once they're gone, that'll be the end of those. There's a really old snare I got. You can see 3/32 cable. That's got a spring on it at least. Oh, there's another one over there. Well, looks like the birds ate one on me here. Shoot. We'll go around to that one. This one's got shoulder mites, you can see pretty quick on it. It's unfortunate. And again, this trail isn't too beat up, so it'll be quick to reset. These springs from Lights Out and Seneca. It's a Canadian coyote company. They're incredible for nice humane dispatches. So. The rest of those are still up. This bait's not been as productive as most years. Usually I get about 30-35 kites out of here. I think I'm around 18, maybe 20 at the most. And the birds have destroyed, I think, 4. Always lots of shoulder mites in here. Today's about average. 1 out of 4. Okay. Well, haul this bait back in here and get loaded up. I'll have to run back to the truck and grab a few more snares and set them up. So I got the bait dumped out there. Kind of made a little bit of a mess, but I can jump on the sled. I'll take these coyotes back to the truck. But this one here is that shoulder mite one. But you can see here something's wrong with this guy. I don't know, missing all his hair, so the birds ate that one there. So I got 1 average coyote out of 4. That's going to be a skinner, unfortunately. So away she goes. Well, beaver shoved a long pole into it. I can feel there's at least a foot, foot and a half or more. I can't feel the end of the stick on either side. But it feels like it goes quite a ways this direction. I'm gonna have to run back to the truck and grab the chainsaw, I think. I'm gonna get this trap out, but let's try that the second trap over there. Wouldn't be so bad, but I was sick for about 8 or 9 days there, so I couldn't make it out. And just before that, I had the stomach flu for 3 days. Check this weasel box really quick. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. Nope. Still set. So there we go. For a weasel box, just using this design here. Rat trap with a kill bar. I put my meat in a little wire cage so the mice can't get to it. And I use a flip up box because you can always take the weasels out of them. Uh-oh. Versus having them stuck in just a square hole. Only 10 inches ice here. Is not the worst. Show you guys this really quick. This here is what I have been using for tie off end. Not sure exactly what they're called. Where I buy them from is Halford Hides in Edmonton, and I think they just call them quick tie offs or something like that. But this is all they are. You loop it around whatever you want, slide it over, and that's tied off. And then to loosen it off, just pull it that way. Quick and easy. I try not to use cables too much in the winter, just for chipping. If you hit them with the spud, the cable's toast. I do like wire more for that, but I've been running some of these. And that's how I store them. Quick and simple. Okay, I'll throw these over with this other trap we have to come back for. So I was thinking I had all the adults out of here. I thought it was just 1 or 2 pups left. I think I've got 6 or 7 out of here now. So I thought it was just a couple pups left, but pups aren't usually smart enough to shove logs in a trap. So there must be one adult left, or a 2-year-old. Wasn't really thinking. I had a handsaw sitting in the toboggan there, or in the snowmobile.
load this stuff up on the sleigh and off we go.
So, coming into one of my squirrel poles here. See, I got one for sure. And we're closing everything up here, so generally speaking, go 3 inside. That one's a little bit bigger than I want, but 3 inside, about 1 underneath is what I go for. To close them up, just pull them tight like this. Leave them here for next year. So you can see I got quite a few snares on this pole. This one didn't produce that well this year, but in previous years it's done pretty good. So I don't see much for tracks. Not much squirrel anyway. There's some deer stuff in here. Lots of coyote tracks. A few rabbit tracks. Yeah, but yeah, one nice red. So we got one more pole here. The same thing, they used to have midden under here. Oh, I see they're feeding a little bit again. Missing a couple snares. I don't know if I didn't put them on last time I was here or what, but we did get one red. And usually I have a bunch more snares down at the end, but so one more. And I learned pretty quick on with these. If they're fresh like this, they're not frozen solid, don't stick them in your pocket. You'll end up with a pile of fleas crawling all over you. So got a coyote bait here to close up. This is my first year at this location, and didn't do overly well. I think I got about 6 coyotes out of it. So, then I just lift these up because I'll be here next year for sure. So I'll give it one more try at this location. And if it's not a good one next year, I will pull all these snares out. I'll be done. Here's some weasel tracks. Nice to see. I don't have any weasel boxes out right now, but I did get one yesterday. As you can see here, we got a roadkill deer, moose head I picked up, a couple other roadkills down there. We got some garbage to clean up here yet. This sort of stuff I'll pick up, take home, but keep going on these snares before I lose track of where I'm at. you can see some of my snares have the key flock on them, or calf lock, with Seneca or Canadian Coyote Company 385 breakaway that I bend 90 degrees. So, and then again, it's got the Canadian Coyote Company spring on it. You see my lock isn't, or my trigger isn't spun over to where it should be. It should be sitting more that way. But, I do have some normal modified cam locks in some of these. See, this one doesn't even have a spring. It's one of the older snares. But and then I've got some with Canadian Coyote Company's Death Blow and Lights Out lock. Not Lights Out. I'm not sure what the it might be Lights Out. I can't remember the names of them all. There's one of the little Death Blow locks. One heck of a trail. I should have had a snare on that there, but a little too late now. So these will be good. They can't catch anything. Occasionally moose and deer will catch them with their legs. They just pull the wires tight as far as they can go and then they fling off. But the locks can't catch anything. So that's that bait site. Knocked down for the year. Like I said, I'll come back and I have to clean up the rest of that cardboard. So